Don't sir me, young man. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Well, well, well. Look what the cat drug in. It's a drug or dragged.
Let's do it.
Okay, I know it's been a minute, but let's jump right into it. Your favorite Saturday morning cartoons and mine, Caleb and Sophia, become an unbaptized publisher.
Hey Dad, here's my service report.
Ugh. Alright, so one of the first tiers in being a Jehovah's Witness child, actually any Jehovah's Witness for that matter. So if you were a worldly person who as an adult was studying to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses, at some point they would want you to become a publisher, which is why you'll often hear us refer to the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society as a publishing company, because that is in fact what it is. And these publishers go knocking on your door.
Are you prepared for Jehovah's return?
Now, you don't need to be baptized to be a publisher. I was never baptized, therefore I was a unbaptized publisher. Jehovah's Witnesses do go door to door, as most of you have experienced.
I have a pamphlet with it.
And each time they perform this service,
Well, fuck you.
they're required to document it because they need to turn in their homework. So when I was a kid, you would document how many hours you spent during the month, how many sets of magazines or brochures or books, or you would mark your return visits, people that seemed like they might be interested, and maybe you can start to study with them, and then you get to count time for that too. Before that step, and let's not get ahead of ourselves, this is how one can become an unbaptized publisher, which means that child is going to do the same things they've always done, whether they go out in service with their parents, in the mornings during the week or just on Saturdays or Sundays. Just now you get credit for it. It's like you're saying, you're ready for that next step.
Please, sir, I want some more.
So it appears that Sophia is already an unbaptized publisher. She's recording her time, and that includes how much time she spends indoctrinating other children at school. I'm going to assume that I'm not alone in that I cheated on my timesheets all the time. I will say Jehovah's Witnesses are really good at cheating and finding loopholes. You kind of have to survive. Like, you're going to make sure you use different pens and colors and pencils in order to record that time, so it doesn't look like you did it all at once, 2 days before the end of the month. So I'm assuming this will now lead into Caleb asking the question, Dad, when can I become an unbaptized publisher? Oh, Caleb, let's talk about a few things.
Dad, when can I be a publisher?
Ah, you have brought this up before.
He's been really, really, really diligent in asking, and that the parents have said no, because likely in the best interest of the child, they don't want to put too much on him that's not age appropriate. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor's time. I assure you that's not the case. It's crazy the things that are universal, like this. I could talk to someone in China, Australia, about their experience as a child, and their parents will say that children came to them. This was a step they wanted to take. When can you start judging and grading me on my Jehovah's Witness activities? Said no one ever.
When we're together in the ministry, you do very well when speaking at the door.
So then I can?
Not just yet. It's like getting a license to drive a car.
Except getting a license for a vehicle is a license to drive. Getting a license to become a publisher is, a license to kill.
Oh.
We can discuss how the elders are involved in approving you. For now, let's see if you might qualify. First, do you obey Jehovah and your parents?
Yeah?
Liar! Liar!
Do you believe the Bible is Jehovah's word?
Yes, and children at this age also believe in such things as the ability to fly off of one's roof using nothing but a grocery store plastic bag.
Do you believe the Bible is Jehovah's word? And can you explain the basic teachings?
Yes.
Number 1, you may not associate with anyone that is not a Jehovah's Witness. Number 2, if you are abused in any way and no one else saw it, it didn't happen. Number 3, magic is bad. Number 4, unless it's Jehovah magic. Number 5, if you're ever attacked by a demon, if you scream out Jehovah's name, you're safe.
And are your friends Jehovah's friends?
I told you, one of the requirements is that if it's not a friend of Jehovah's, it is no friend of yours. In other words, you can only be friends with other Jehovah's Witnesses. And when I say with other Jehovah's Witnesses only, I mean your own family doesn't qualify unless they too are Jehovah's Witnesses.
One last thing. Do you want to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses and preach?
I do.
I think you are too. But we'll have to see what the elders decide.
Well, it looks like nothing's changed on that front.
I'm so proud of you, son.
Short and sweet and to the point, not only for the children's attention span, but, you know. Okay, yeah. I know it's been a minute since I have posted anything, but that's about to change. So, that's all for now, and I will see you next time.
I'm on the television!